TV. You're watching Aussie Beach TV.
Hello, I'm Janaya, reporting for Aussie Beach TV. We're here at Musgrave Park for the G20 People's March. And here they come down the street. There is thousands of them. People here from all walks of life coming out to support all of their rights and Australia's freedom. Right now we have the march coming towards us. Justice! Now! Justice! As you can see, the crowds are huge. They've come from all over to be at the G20 march. This is insane! There's so many people! Such a big statement for freedom, and we have this going on right now at the Brisbane Musgrave Park West End.
Aussie Beach TV.
Anything do you want to say while you're here? It's Bikini reporting for Aussie Beach TV.
That's incredibly misogynistic and sexist, and it's an absolute reflection of the G20's patriarchal bullshit that is destroying the planet, and to put this beautiful, intelligent woman in a bikini for ratings is fucked up.
Aussie Beach TV.
Hello, it's Janaya here for Aussie Beach TV, and we're here today at the G20 Summit with Jim. What brought you here today?
Hello, I'm Jim. I'm the National Campaign Director of the Hemp Party.
It's very nice to meet you.
And like a lot of people who are interested in civil rights, we're gathering in a park here at the G20, right, to express our outrage at these people who supposedly representing us meeting here, but without taking into account any of our issues or any of our life. That's why there's so many different groups here all gathered together, because in essence what we're all complaining about is being totally ignored by a broken political system.
I'm Catherine Dawn, also known as Feather.
Feather.
I've come from Byron Bay, New South Wales.
Yeah.
And what has brought me to the G20? All right. A passion for the will and the welfare of the people and all life and future generations.
I'm Matthew Rowley, and I'm here to just because those people in the glass castles aren't throwing stones.
Hey ladies and gentlemen, it's Jack Russell down here at Musgrave Park. The biggest day of the year here in Brisbane. Like a G20, like a G20, yeah, like a G20, whoa.
I came from Melbourne, and the reason I came here today is this G20 world leaders, they supporting the Ethiopian government. This government is a racist government, ethnic cleansing and killing hundreds of thousands of Ethiopian people. These G20 leaders supporting this government the last 23 years, so we need to tell them that stop supporting this tyranny government. Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Yep. Ness?
Yep.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you from and why have you come to the G20 People's March Summit today?
I'm from Ethiopia.
Yep.
I have come here to protest against the Ethiopian dictatorship regime.
Yep.
An apartheid regime which is killing its own people. So I've come here to protest against the Ethiopian government.
Yeah, that is very good because now you're going to get your voice heard and everything put across.
Aussie Beach TV.
What's your idea of freedom, Jim?
My idea of freedom is being interviewed in a park by a beautiful girl about a subject that's close to my heart and actually not being censored. Being able to get out amongst peers, people who need to know it, on a frame of reference, a new media, a media where I can talk to the audience and the audience can talk back to me and they can tell me I'm a fucking idiot if they think I'm a fucking idiot, and I've got to accept it. It's a nice turn on what the mainstream media is. That's my idea of freedom.
That is a good idea of freedom.
The cosmic natural law is that everything, everyone, every individual, every family, every animal, every ecosystem, every nation should freely express itself without interference, foreign intervention, or any type of oppression. I have absolute faith that the natural way of this world is a great harmony, and that if we did not oppress and suppress and traumatize each other, we would naturally do a society that was for our common good.
That is good.
Not having a police state, being able to do what you want to do silently within reason, not harming anyone else. Mainly. That's about it.
That's good.
Do no harm to others.
I have a freedom of speech here. I can speak anything I want, but in Ethiopia, like if you say something today, just because we are here to protest there, so for Ethiopian government, I'm a terrorist. Just because I am protesting today. So you don't have the freedom of speech. You can't say anything. You can't say anything against the government. So at least the Human Rights Declaration, that has to be implemented in Ethiopia.
My idea of freedom is you speak your mind without fear of repression, without fear of being jailed. So pretty much, you speak what you want without fear.
And that's the way it should be.
Yes. That's what we enjoy in Australia. And that's what we are demanding to have in my country, Ethiopia.
Aussie Beach TV.
The security measures are certainly extensive and of course taxpayers millions of dollars, as well as convenience residents. What are your thoughts on the security measures and do you feel safe?
I always still feel safe with all these people protecting me.
Oh yeah, I feel pretty safe. I reckon we're all pretty guarded here, fine, and we'll be fine if any shit goes down. Love the police. ASIO, me mates.
Like this guy, his name is Andargacho Zige. He is I'm a citizen of Australia at the moment. He was a citizen of England. He been abducted from Yemen with this terrorist government. So now he's in jail in Ethiopia. So they are doing this act of terrorist. The government itself is a terrorist government. So security in Ethiopia has really very different meaning. It's not like the way we think security in Australia.
I feel very safe. I support the security measures that has been taken in Brisbane. I didn't feel, so much inconvenience because it has to be peaceful. So I don't think it's going to be extravagant expense for Australian taxpayers. So my idea is I support it.
We had hundreds of thousands of dollars spent on getting the table overseas, $60,000 on the chairs for these politicians to sit around and I don't know what they talk about. But absolute complete waste that could be better spent going back to the people, going back into our economy, going back into our services rather than to these greedy people that are only out of their self-interests.
I could not agree with you more.
Aussie Beach TV.
Barry Obama, or Bazza as we like to call him, is in town for a few days. What are your thoughts on his presidency and how do you think the public should see him?
He's been great. He's been an awesome leader. He's killed many people and that's what we like to see in a leader. Murder and just beheading and mayhem.
I never, ever, ever was fooled that Obama would be acting in the interests of the people. And we can see from his track record that his violations of human rights and of foreign autonomy and everything is just abysmal. So, and everything he said in his campaign trail, he has gone diametrically opposite.
Bazza! Bazza! He's off his chops, mate. He's off his chops. Bazza, where's he from? Kenya? Hawaii? We don't really know. How come they sealed all his documents before he became president? We'll never really know. Maybe the truth will come out in the wash. Good on you, Bazza!
He claimed himself as a Democrat leader, But in real life, as long as that the government is to American interests, they don't care that country is Democrat or not, that government is Democrat or not. But as long as it's good for them, doesn't matter. That government kills his own people, they don't care. They still help that government. So Obama administration is one of them.
Yeah.
Just supporting government just because it's good for them.
He had good intentions, but I don't think he achieved what he promised before he came to his presidency.
Yeah.
Aussie Beach TV.
Barry won a Nobel Prize in 2008. Is this true or false?
It's definitely true. He's done a lot for peace in the world, bombed many people, sent drones to many countries, killed as many as people as possible. It's caused a lot of peace, him having that prize.
War is peace, oppression is justice, domination is justice, and lies are truth in an Orwellian world. Yeah. What else can I say?
Aussie Beach TV.
The US has now bombed how many countries since Barry took office?
Pakistan,
Syria,
Somalia, Libya, Afghanistan, Iraq,
all across the Middle East.
a number of countries.
I think we're up to 7. There you go, Barry.
Too many, definitely too many.
Many? Yeah.
Aussie Beach TV.
Tony Abbott and Vladimir Putin step into a boxing ring. Who are you betting on?
I have no interest in those people. I speak directly to the people, and yeah, I have no interest.
I'm definitely betting on Abbott, because if anyone went into a boxing ring with those budgie smugglers on, yeah, I'd run away.
Well, Tony's pretty fast, mate. He's fast in a pair of corkers. He's fast on his bike. He's pretty witty too. I think Vlad would step in there and punch his lights out, mate.
I'm from Australian.
Yeah.
So I go for my own prime minister.
Yeah.
Obviously.
We have to remember that Putin was a KGB.
Yeah.
He has a black belt, so that will tell you a lot, you know.
Yeah.
He's gonna smash. I think he's gonna knock him down.
I like it.
Aussie Beach TV.
What are your thoughts on Tony Abbott's leadership of our great nation?
He's done wonderful. There's been more homeless, more people out of work. Our economy's gone to shit. It's been great. It has been really good.
He's a club of Rome, a highly cultivated puppet of this New World Order.
I actually was on Labour Party side.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm not a supporter of Liberal Party, so I go for Labour Party. So yeah.
Abbott, Schmabbit. Don't just replace Abbott, replace the system.
Aussie Beach TV.
What is your message to Tony Abbott?
I don't speak to Tony Abbott.
No message?
I'm sorry.
That's
no,
okay.
I haven't got time.
We need more jobs in Australia.
Yep.
We need growth in Australia. We need fair distribution of income in Australia. We need Australia to be the greatest nation in the world. So I ask Tony Abbott to work towards that.
Tony Abbott, today he's with these G20 leaders. So we Ethiopian Australians, we live here luxury life. Our sisters and brothers in Ethiopia, they don't even have food, no water. They literally dying at this moment. Millions are starving and dying lack of food. So because of this tyranny, TPLF ethnic-based government, so we are dying just. If he can do something, he can do so. At least, Tony Abbott, please listen to our voice.
Yes.
Aussie Beach TV.
What is corporate fascism, and why is it not being discussed at the G20 summit?
Corporate fascism, the corporations that control the planet. I don't think it's being discussed at the G20 because they're all owned and bought by the corporations themselves. People don't understand, how do these people get their funding for political campaigns? Yeah. The corporations say, we'll fund it as long as you try and push our agenda in the parliament. Without their funding, you know, they get it. It's hard for them to get off the ground. So how can a government that's supposed to regulate corporations appropriately regulate them when they're being funded by the corporations they're supposed to be regulating?
Yeah. Corporate fascism is a way to describe our global dynamics of private centralized control in unelected, unaccountable IFIs, institutional financial institutions, and the corporations, who clearly all the Western-style so-called democracies are pandering to these unelected corporations and the banks.
That's called politics. That's called democracy. It's the system we have voted, that people vote for. I don't vote because I don't believe in democracy. I won't do it.
In my opinion, corporate fascism, from my understanding, is monopoly, which is some corporate companies monopolize the entire wealth of the world. So the wealth is not distributed among ordinary people. It's controlled by few multinational companies. That's my understanding.
Well, it seems like the world's being run by corporate fascism. So you got the corporations, you got the governments, and they get into bed together and us the people. That's right, that's what they do. They us with their big green and gold. And we love it! We love it! We're watching Big Brother. We're watching Big Brother, mate. We're watching all the footy. We love it! Corporate fascism, bring us more. Bring it on, I say.
Aussie Beach TV.
Who would you rather support with your hard-earned dollar, corporations or small business owners?
I always support small business and Australian small businesses, definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a keen advocate of this thing called the Business Alliance for Local Living Economies.
Yep.
And it's got all those principles for really ethical business that benefits your people. You make sure that you actually pay your workers a living wage, and you source all your materials as locally as you can. This is the way. And worker-owner cooperatives, we're talking about truly people being empowered in making the decisions that impact their lives. And we're over the top-down. The time of empire and top-down is finished. We're ready for egalitarian society.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Small business owners.
Yep. And why is that?
Because the majority of this world is populated by ordinary people, small businesses. The few corporates represent less than 1% of this population in the world. Therefore, I support the majority.
Yep.
Fair distribution of income to people.
Aussie Beach TV.
Who are the 20 member countries of the G20?
United Kingdom.
Hang on a minute, we got...
I had a look at that, but I'm not so sure.
Russia,
Canada,
Saudi Arabia.
Indonesia.
USA,
China,
Argentina.
Brutal dictator government from Ethiopia is also represented in the G20 from Africa.
EU is in there. Germany.
20 nations. Bloody hell.
Logan, Ipswich, all the ones that run the drugs, pretty much.
Kyrgyzstan.
Italy, I'm not sure. That's all I know.
There's Australia, of course.
Ooh, Australia, Aussie.
Thank you.
Aussie Beach TV.
What are your thoughts on all the countries of the world joining together in a global government?
That sounds great. I need one tier to control the whole masses. A computer-controlled mass.
I don't support that. Individual state governments should keep their sovereign status. So I don't support the idea of one government for one police, one government for the world.
Well, flip the pyramid, put local communities on top, and then the ones that want to join a transparent, accountable lattice of cooperation can do so. And then we will build from local communities that will be the start of our new local councils. I call them local circles. Then to the regional, national, geo-regional, and global.
Aussie Beach TV.
What is the difference between the Bilderberg Conference and the G20 Summit?
I don't know the Bilderberg Conference.
Bilderberg is all behind closed doors. No one knows what happens with Bilderberg. Everyone knows what's going on with the G20.
Yep, that is true.
I think it's overshadowed by Australian Idol.
Yeah, yes. X Factor.
That's the one.
The cooking show.
Oh yeah, My Kitchen Rules.
Yeah,
I love that
definitely.
show.
Oh, it's a good show.
This is their web of influence. So you can see all of the major corporations, major governments, and all of these different bodies that are the scene, the visible part of the New World Order pyramid that is affecting our world. This is how much this small group of people have got all these lines of influence.
Aussie Beach TV.
You are watching me on Aussie Beach TV.
And I'm watching her on Aussie Beach TV.
Aussie Beach TV. You're watching Aussie Beach TV. You're watching Aussie Beach TV. The hottest girl